Hey everybody, welcome back to Next Play Records. I'm Andy, and I have another entry into the Blue Note 1500 project today, started by Steven at In the Bass Clef. Great series, unbelievable music here from Blue Note. Today I have Blue Note 1570, and that is Sonny Clark, Dial S for Sonny. Unbelievable lineup on here that was hand-picked by Sonny Clark. You have Art Farmer on the trumpet, Curtis Fuller on the trombone, Hank Mobley on the saxophone, Wilbur Ware on the bass, and Louis Hayes on the drums. So this is his first album as a Blue Note leader, and Sonny Clark obviously died way too young. He was so talented, probably my favorite Blue Note pianist. I am also doing another one of his records here later on in the series. Sonny's Crib, but Dial S for Sonny is his first record as a leader from Blue Note, and he had just gotten back to the East Coast from about a 4 or 5 year stay on the West Coast, playing with all those West Coast jazz artists, people like Tal Farlow, Art Pepper, Zoot Sims, Dexter Gordon. He was out in San Francisco to Los Angeles, playing for about 4 or 5 years. He started playing piano at 4 years old. Played in bands when he was, for his high school. He played the Vibes. Played the piano, obviously, in solos for his school. Just very talented, very hardworking. Everybody thought he was a joy to be around from the biographies and things like that I've read about him. He is very much influenced by the blues, and he went out west, but he decided that his style is more of the East Coast, so he came back, and then he started his career here with Blue Note with Dial S for Sonny in 1957. I think he was 26 years old at the time, 25, 26 years old. He only lived to, I think, 32. Died of what they believe, it was a heart problem, believed by heroin overdose. So had the drug problems like a lot of these guys did. I guess they thought they needed it to stay up with the late night jams and all that, but lost him too soon. Very talented, one of my favorites for sure. This record is loaded with talent. As you can see, his hand-picked Art Farmer, Curtis Fuller, Hank Mobley, just from the start, on the very first song, Dial S for Sonny, which is obviously written by Sonny Clark, he gives everybody ample time to show off their talents. And what stands out to me the most is Curtis Fuller and Hank Mobley at the beginning of the song, getting great solos. Then he goes on to Bootin' It, with song number 2, and it's more of your typical swing, hard bop, where everybody gets their solos, and it comes back to that, that underlying melody that Sonny finishes with on the piano. And then you have the first ballad, It Could Happen to You, song 3, last song on side A, and beautiful. And he also, it's not just a straight piano ballad with a little bit of accompaniment. He lets Fuller and Mobley and Art Farmer get their solos on there too. Beautiful song. Sonny's Mood starts off side 2, and Sonny's Mood, again, written by Sonny Clark. 4 of these songs are written by Sonny Clark. 2 of them are standards. Sonny's Mood starts off side 2, and it's an upbeat, exhilarating song. Art, Hank, Curtis all get their solos on this one as well. So he handpicked these guys, and he let them show off as much as he shows off his talents on the piano. This song here, Sonny's Mood, has got a quick right hand out of Sonny Clark. Great bass lines as well from Wilbur Ware, who Sonny thought hung the moon. He thought he was one of the best bassists in jazz. Wilbur Ware is probably overlooked from some of us that love Blue Note because of all the great stuff that Paul Chambers is on. But so he loved having Wilbur Ware. And then Shoutin' on a Riff is another song on side 2 that I believe that was a standard. It's not a Sonny Clark original, but it also high tempo romping song. Sonny, the horns and the bass, and also the drums, just get their solos, and again, you just you get a real good look on this record of all these talented artists. Sonny was definitely not the egomaniac that some of the other leaders were that really took over the show a lot of times. And you'll see that on my next review on Sonny's Crib. When you see the lineup on that one, if you don't already know, man, he loved picking those great jazz artists that he had so much respect for on all his albums. Even on the trios, you know, he's going to handpick the bass and the drums that go along with him on the piano. But again, we finish off this record with another ballad, Love Walked In, which is one of the most beautiful songs that you'll hear on a Blue Note record. It's really, this is the only song that I feel like is more just revolving around Sonny's piano solos. Just beautiful, sincere song. He was always a likable guy, like I said, and this song, you really can feel the music in him coming out. And, you know, it starts to get a little bit more up-tempo and has some swing in it. That last song on side B, Love Walked In, but just beautiful. Tons of qualities are shown on this record, and I just, this one's not shown a whole lot. It's hard to find. I mean, there's not a ton of great copies of this record. There's some European kind of, not bootleg, but digital stuff out there that you can get. But as far as from the analog tapes, you know, there's no talk of it being in the classic series, no talk of it being on a Tone Poet. I think it might have been a classic record release. I'm not 100% sure on that. The originals and the early reissues are high. This one I was so happy to find earlier this year is a 1978 in awesome condition. I mean, look how it's near mint. 1978 Japanese pressing, King Records. So, and I was listening to it today and comparing it to some of the Tone Poet mastering, and I feel like they really make the bass stand out on this, and probably trying to get it as true to Rudy's mastering as they can. So they probably used copy of the tapes and maybe did a little tweaking here and there, but it's very bass heavy. I have to make sure that I'm not on my own changing the dynamics, because I almost had to turn the bass down a little bit when I first put this on today. So just an awesome record. Overlooked. Dial S for Sonny. Sonny Clark is an all-star. So if you haven't got into him and look into his discography, start here, his first Blue Note record, and then look beyond it. And I'll be doing another video on Sonny Clark here probably in the next couple of weeks. Sonny's Crib 1576 is coming up. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. It's been a little bit over a week since I've done a video, and I'll get back into it. Just school's out, so the normal routine of having the living room to myself during work day and being able to set up a camera and everything is a little bit tougher now. So you may see me in different locations, but I appreciate y'all stopping by. Look up Dial S for Sonny. It's an awesome record, and you will not be disappointed. All right, till next time, keep spinning that next play.